And I gotta tell you, I got a kick out of this. I always show my wife these covers, and maybe I'll make this a feature. I'll put my wife's favorite cover on here. But I'm showing my wife these covers. I'm like, you like this one? You like this one? You like this one? We get to the cover here, and my wife is just like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Gratuitous. Yes. Yes, it is. There was no point telling you that. And I thought it was funny, but as I told you that just now, I realized it's one of those in-the-moment funnies. Not funny when you repeat it. Anyway. Alright, so next we got Uncanny X-Men 512. Pretty cool one-off issue. I really enjoyed Paquette's art. Could we please get him on here and get Land off? The art was cool. What the fuck? Why do you got Greg Land on there and his smile-offs? I mean, what the fuck? Get Paquette on there. Cover's cool. I like the dirty fight effect. Anyway, it's probably one of the better Fraction comics, Uncanny Fraction comics I've read in a while. Because if you're just tuning in, I'm not a big fan of Fraction's Uncanny Run. Love Fraction's work, Uncanny not so much. But this was a cool issue. And let me take that even one step further. I haven't necessarily enjoyed his Uncanny Run, but you know what I have enjoyed? Is his X Club. The scientist crazy ass adventure things. If you would just let him have a side project of that, I'd be all over that shit. That shit's cool. I dug the Beast, you know, like, oh my stars and guards, like, must you say that? That was funny. That was funny when I repeat it. There's a lot of that happened in this episode. What can I say? Anyway, it was a pretty cool issue overall. Ow! Alright. So, that's reviews. Maybe I went a little quicker than I needed to. Who knows? Maybe I did just enough. Alright. So, let's get on to the best of the week. Alright, shall we? And best of the week, for anybody just tuning in, entails best cover of the week, best art of the week, we call it arting here. It was a mess up on an earlier video where I said best arting when I meant writing or however it came about, so it's kind of stuck. So we've got best cover, best arting, best writing, and best overall title. And best overall title and every single thing else in this category is not picked based upon, you know, how significant the writing is and using allegories and things like that, or how awesome the shading was and the pencil work and the arting. It's just basically what I like. Alright, we're not getting really technical here, okay? If it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, it's not in the top. Alright? So overall is basically whatever, and you like it or you don't. Alright, so best cover of the week. I'm giving it to Uncanny X-Men. I really seriously just dig this retro look. It's just cool, and then you can't really tell here unless you get really close up. But look at like the cracking right there and stuff. It looks really cool. I mean, they just did a really awesome job of really selling the quality of this old school. I mean, like Marvel Publications. They went through a lot of trouble on this cover just to make it seem kind of antiquated. I can't say that word. I don't know why. I practiced it earlier. And I didn't really practice it. But they go for an antique look here, and it just does it does an amazing job. It really does. And the cool little helixes on the side, that's really cool. Just small touches, man, can just make a whole world of difference. So I really dug the cover. I don't know what else to say. This is the cover my wife picked as well, so that's cool. So when you look at it from a comic fan standpoint and somebody who's not necessarily into comics, but, you know, deals with their husband's addiction, you can see that it reaches a smaller audience too. It's really cool. I don't know. It was a cool cover. It really, really was. Ah! Now for a gin and tonic commercial break. If you do drink gin and tonics, go back to the earlier question, what kind of gin do you use? I use Bombay Sapphire. Anybody use anything different? I'd love to know the difference and if you enjoy them. Or if you just drink Bombay Sapphire and that's what everybody drinks, that's cool. I get afraid to stumble outside of my comfort zone. Okay. Next up, best arting. Detective Comics. I already gave that one away. The art in this is just fantastic. The way it goes through a few different art styles to tell the story is just so cool. I mean, look at this. The use of black and then, you know, as a background, that red just stands out. I mean, look at that. It's like, bam, Batwoman. I mean, just great, amazing stuff. The way the panels are laid out, you see that? Not your usual grid laid out. I mean, just stylized panels, and sometimes stylized panels can backfire. They get a little confusing. You can trip yourself up. J.H. Williams III has done it in such a way here. Let me show you another page. Has done it in such a way here that it just looks fabulous. I mean, just absolutely fabulous. It's fierce, son. I can't say enough about his art here. It's just incredible. If you didn't pick up Batwoman and Detective Comics, you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't know what to say. The writing was fantastic as well, but the art on this is the selling point. Okay. I don't know. I'm glad they got a bunch of these in the can, because I can't imagine that he can knock these out month by month otherwise. It's just that damn good. It just really is. I mean, I hate to build something up as so amazing and then let people down, but I'm pretty confident in the fact that people will agree. The art in this was amazing. It's probably the best art on a DC comic book. That's for goddamn sure. I mean, it's really sad when you see... Oh, well... That's amazing, but the Quietly stuff on Batman and Robin's been really good too, but that's next week, alright? That stuff's been fabulous as well, but this is something completely different. Just the style, and the shift and how smooth it is, and the panel layouts, like I said, it's just an amazing issue. And I know I'm just rambling at this point about the same stuff, but I cannot stress it enough. Check Batwoman out in Detective Comics. The art's fabulous. I mean, it just really is. I don't think I've ever used the word fabulous more than I've just used it in the last 2 minutes, by the way. It's just fabulous. You'll love it. Alright. Best writing goes to J. Michael Straczynski. Come on down for issue 602 of Thor. This is a great issue. I'm sure part of my decision to choose this is in part a direct... I'm sure there's a correlation between this title coming out about the same time I found out that JMS was leaving the title, because you don't really appreciate things until it's gone. That's the old adage. But it's true with this title. I mean, I love this title. I knew I loved it, but God, when I read the issue, I was just like, the amazing lengths that he's gone in his run to really define these characters after coming back from Ragnarok, after Avengers, you know, Thor disassembled and all that. He's done such an amazing job of putting them back into the Marvel Universe, but yet also keeping them so separate that you get a very awesome feel for Asgard. It doesn't seem cheesy to have these amazing gods in the Marvel Universe, okay? He's just done a stellar job with that, and bringing them back slowly, and the Loki sneaking around, and the subplots. I mean, he's totally taken this, the lengthened subplot style of Chris Claremont from some of his earlier and better stuff. I mean, he's really drawn some amazing storylines out. Maybe Jeff Johns would be his peer in this category, I'd say, in the fact with Green Lantern that he's been able to draw out a storyline so long, but have it maybe interweaving into other stories so that you don't even know it's coming until you get closer and closer and closer. JMS has done an amazing job of really just building Thor up to be an amazing title. I can't say enough about it. So, having said that, best overall title is Thor 602. It's got a really cool cover. It's got great art in the interior. If it hadn't been for J.H. Williams III coming in and just fucking wrecking shop, this might have been best art of the week. But J.H. Williams III came in and rocked shit. So it wasn't. But like I said, you know, JMS, oh my god, I got tonic on the Thor! Ah! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a PSA, public service announcement. If you're drinking gin and tonics, and you're doing some crazy talk, don't drink it near your overall title of the week, alright? That's how you get gin and tonic damage. It ain't even water damage, it's fucking gin and tonic damage. God damn it. That sucks! Thing I don't care. I mean, I do. That was an offhand comment that didn't need to continue. I do care. It sucks. It's sad. But I'm never going to sell them anyway. I don't really care about the value. I just care about the personal value. Oh. Anyway.